Summer blockbuster season has come and gone, but there's always time for one more potentially very bad sequel. I really liked the original Predator. It had a great ensemble cast, including 2 future governors and a future gubernatorial candidate, pitting their wits and weaponry against an unknown, unseen predator deep in the South American jungle. It was groundbreaking. It was a different kind of action film. And I have hated every sequel since. Until now. 30 years later, writer-director Shane Black has brought The Predator back to the big screen in a way that really honors the original film. I think they got this one right because they've got the right man at the helm. Shane Black has got quite the pedigree as an action movie writer and director. He wrote Lethal Weapon 1 and 2 and The Long Kiss Goodnight, among many others. He also directed the somewhat ill-fated Iron Man 3, but the point is he's got good action movie chops. Plus, you might remember he was in the first Predator movie as a member of Schwarzenegger's commando team. He was Rick Hawkins, the first victim of the Predator. So I think Black respects the original movie in a way that someone not associated with it might not be able to. Both in the writing and the direction, there are some great callbacks to the first movie. Another thing that's really successful about The Predator is simply the way the characters are written. Black allowed for a great deal of humor in this movie. Some people have said too much.
Hey Baxley, if your mom's vagina were a video game, it'd be rated E for everyone.
I disagree. I think the characters are written in such a way that they are funny and they show that sense of humor, but they don't get campy. They're just not so two-dimensional. They're more rounded and you can empathize with them better. Even more important is they're reluctant heroes. These guys are not afraid to show their trepidation and fear, even their reluctance to jump into the fray. And I think ultimately it made me care about each character more than other films of the same type. So if a character dies, you feel something. If there's a downfall to this film, it's the same downfall as all the other sequels, and that's, we know already. Think about the first movie. Easily 80% of that movie is following commandos through the jungle quietly while they look at trees and wonder what's going on. We don't know what the Predator looks like. We don't know what's hunting them. We don't know what it's capable of. And the reveal in that movie was so cool. It has this face mask and it's got the blades on its arm, the plasma cannon that tracks its vision. And then when it took the mask off, it was this amazing looking alien. You can't recapture that magic. A word of warning to the squeamish. The Predator earns its R rating. It is a hard R. It is probably the goriest film in the series. As much as I didn't want to like this movie based on the fact that I have hated every other Predator sequel, I have to say I kind of liked it. And I think Shane Black, once again, pays respect to the first film in a way that I can get with as a fan of that movie. Now that said, this is a great red box or cable thing. I wouldn't waste $10 on it at the movie theater.